Hello everyone, P-Stab here and welcome back to the channel for another series playing Conflict of Nations. About 2 weeks ago, I ran a poll here on my channel for the next region we will be playing as, and you all voted for Asia/Australia region. Thank you all who participated in the voting, and I can't wait to see who we end up playing as. With that being said, I will also be releasing my new streaming schedule over on Twitch in the next few weeks, link below. So if you would like to show support over there, where I play a mixture of games, including first-person shooters, strategy, and just overall a mixture of everything, feel free to drop a follow and join me. I love interacting with my viewers in real time and sharing stories. Thank you. Now let's get on to the video. What is up, everybody? P-Stop here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with Conflict of Nations, getting ready for a whole new game with a whole new country at the 4x speed, just to have some steady progress throughout the next couple of days for the game. The 1x speed is just a little too slow, so let's do a refresh and see if we can get a game. There's not too many players jumped in just yet. That's not too bad. But we want to make it where we can at least get a decent country down in the Eurasia/Australia region. 16 out of 64. That's not too bad. But I think let's look at this one. Let's just see kind of where we're sitting at in the world. Oh, we can. Okay. Well, this is gonna be a game. We're gonna find out where we can be. Someone's already selected India. It's kind of usually where I like to go, but let's see what we got over here. We have Thailand, Myanmar, Vietnam, the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, obviously Australia. We got New Zealand down here in the corner. We do have China that's already been taken by somebody else. So the two major continents here, and I'm pretty sure Japan. Japan hasn't been taken. My goal is to try to stay in this kind of southern part of the Asian continent. I don't want to try to go up into Japan or any of the Koreas or the Mongolian region. So let's look at Vietnam has a pretty good one. Thailand's a pretty good little corner. You know what? I'm thinking we should go with possibly Vietnam. Vietnam is where we're going to be playing in. They are a Middle Eastern doctrine, so we should have some familiarity since we usually play in the African continent. Let's hop right into the game. So day one on our new empire. We'll stutter there. Empire of Vietnam. Pretty good. We have looks like 3 coastal cities. 1, 2, 3. So we can work up a little bit of a navy there. We have a decent amount of inner city as well. Inner country, sorry. With 4 of them, so not too bad. Actually, I think I counted this one as a naval, and it looks like nope, they have a naval port. Okay, so 3 and 3, not too bad. 6 cities in total. The first things first, we're going to start our mechanized infantry. We're going to start researching that, and we're actually going to try to get a jump on our sea. So we're going to go into a covert and start researching that as well. We're also going to go in each one of these countries and start our army base, followed by our recruiting office, and finally our arms industry. I'm just going to have all of those ready to go, sitting in a line, because those are 3 very important things that we need to get going as soon as possible in order to truly be able to expand ourselves in this region. I believe we're just going to go directly in and try to take out Thailand, kind of right off the beginning of the game. They do have a very strange layout of their country. They come all the way down here, though. So it's a bit interesting to see, but I'm pretty sure we can shoot on over. Oh, all of our army bases are done, finally. We can shoot on over, kind of go to this river line, and hold down some of these regions so we can try to keep Myanmar off our western front and kind of protect us. But yeah, I think this would be a pretty quick takeover. I would like to grab this region just to connect this land up, because it is a bit strange having it separated by the water here. And usually, I don't like having my capital so close to. Actually, it's okay. so close to another nation. So my goal is once we kind of take over this region here, I may decide to move my capital somewhere like here, especially with it being a hub for my supplies, and I tend to use a lot of those in this gameplay. It'll kind of be nice. It puts it nice and center. I'll annex some of these other cities right here just to fully bump up my economy. But that's too bad. Was also work on getting some more mechanized infantry going. And let's look at this. We have China just above us, which they're pretty big. They don't usually want to bother us. They tend to get pushy with India in the beginning because India is kind of the biggest, I would say, rival when it comes to this southern Asian part of the continent here for China. We're kind of small fry to him, so we're not that important, which will work in our advantage because our goal is to get this whole region bordered up to India, bordered up with China, and really just control this little region early in the game. From there, we could look at spreading out to the Philippines, Indonesia, maybe coming all the way down to Papua New Guinea. We may get risky and try with Australia, but we will see. But yeah, so far things are going well. Now, Thailand is still a computer player, so we could look for a quick attack and go straight for the river cities, 1 and 2, try to take its capital. And I think we're going to do that. So we're going to move troops here to really get a quick jump on that area. And I'm going to move these troops down here, grab this big city right here, get the little extra points, and then push up to these other regions and try to take over all of Thailand within the first 2 to 3 days. That is my inevitable goal. But for now, we are building. We are doing pretty good with geography. We can go over to our settings tabs and set our toggle terrain types. To kind of let us see what we're working with, we have some mountains up here to our north, followed by some thick brush, so that should help protect us from any mechanized infantry that everyone starts with in the beginning. And looks of it that Thailand has relatively flat lands coming right through the middle here, so we're going to try to utilize that to expedite our attack. We may even divert going to Chiang Mai and go right to Bangkok. Right through this land, it'll be very easy for our troops here to navigate. We'll capture the capital very quickly and do a pretty big blow to Thailand's entire economy. Same here with this nice little city. We'll grab into it. We have a little bit of thick vegetation, but nothing too crazy. A little short drive over, and then we can use that to push up and come after this coastal city, or this river city, I should say, and utilize a lot of this free land that we have that's nice and flat, and our units can move over very nicely. Last thing I like to do before we go away is just kind of look at the political view. The game is early, but it is nice to just kind of see if anyone has started any type of conflicts, how everything is going so far, and looks like everyone is pretty quiet. So a good start so far. I'm very excited to start as Vietnam. It's the first time I am playing as Vietnam, so I'm interested to see kind of how the game plays out. Tune back in a little bit with the second half of this video and see how we're doing. We will see you shortly. And we are back. And it looks like Thailand has finally got an active player with it. So we need to waste no time executing our battle plan that we just went over. We're going to go right down. It's going to probably look like we're going for his city here for Nakhon, which hopefully means he'll move a lot of his troops that are in Bangkok to this region, where we can then slip by and come right back at his main capital right here. As well, we're going to push up right through the city and do kind of like a sea hook and capture his city right here of Ubon. We also have our fighters in the air. Now, he took some damage at some point. I'm guessing he was using them to attack down here. And upon doing that, realized maybe he didn't want to do that anymore, coming to the realization that I was stacking up on the border. So he moved his troops over. But that's okay, because we're going to initiate this battle by figuring out how we're going to get down to here. And it looks like the game already has an idea of how we're going to do it. Now, I do have this toad artillery that I'm going to split away from. And we're actually going to use that to attack this city. So we're going to try a bit of a complicated plan here. Interesting. So there's no WAN connection there. It's only through the water. Okay. Well, that's okay. We will then do that, and then we will waypoint here at that city. So we begin our assault. As soon as our troops break the border, we are going to attack his jet plane. But that being said, that we will look to see what other coalitions have kind of formed. Now, we can have 5-man coalitions, so I would like to ideally get into one sooner than later, with a number of coalitions growing. And I did apply to this one, which is India, Iran, and Japan. So Japan to our right, India in the middle, Iran too far out. So hopefully we can get picked up here. If not, we have one more coalition to look at, which I believe is going to be... Oh, there's 3 more down here. So it's Africa, Morocco, I believe this is. Yep, Morocco. New Zealand, not Australia. Oh, similar. And Chile. So our best bet is to have India accept us in, or Iran or Japan, whoever the leader is of this coalition, and we'll be off to a good start. Now, they're probably going to wait to see kind of how this area plays out. So if I'm able to take this region like I plan on it, we'll probably be looking pretty well. Now here we go. We're going to attack his fighter jet, and hopefully, fingers crossed, as we go, things will go in our favor. We have all of these manpower being built, so we'll be very quickly able to build up our forces again. We're going to take these 2 cities, move them to here, and we're actually going to take these 3 cities and move them here as another counterattack on this eastern side. And fingers crossed, it will be interesting to see how this goes. We know he has troops here. Maybe they died, maybe they didn't. Maybe he put them here to counterattack and come through this way. Only time will tell. The hope is that we can get there. Whoa, geez, that was a heck of a battle. 9.7, 7.5. Looks like we might have the upper hand. Hopefully, fingers crossed, but we cannot get too impatient. But for now, we're going to let this battle run out. An invasion plan update. As before, we will be focusing our attack on these 2 cities. Avenues of approach through the northern flatland and the southern river. We will then move our new troops to the circled areas here for our next attack plan. And we're back, and look at this. We are making beautiful progress. We have all of our new men up and going. We have captured this city and are going to stay here while we take these other 3 groups of gentlemen, and we're going to put them right here on the right here on the border, so we can grab them all. So my goal is to have all 3 of them join up here and then attack this city when I will start to put it under my capital's control. I do need to rest my plane. It is very tired and it needs to heal. But we did come all the way down to Bangkok, and it looks like before I come back on tomorrow and play, we should have the city capital. Everything's working well. We're going to move these 3 gentlemen to this city right here, so that way we can cut across and capture that last region when I come back on for the next episode tomorrow. But so far, so good. Hopefully, these two units will be able to take over this city as well as we're bombarding it and knock out this artillery piece that he has. And that will be it. We are off to a fantastic start so far with Vietnam. We are hanging on pretty well. Thailand is about to completely fall. Once we capture their capital, they will no longer have an economy. So that is a astounding win for us. Thank you for coming out and tuning in for another episode of Conflict of Nations. I hope to see every single one of you as the series continues. And with that being said, thank you all very much. If you do me a favor and you like the video, please hit that like button, go down to the comments, leave me a comment, and maybe even consider hitting the subscribe button. It helps out a lot with my channel, and it would really help me to continue to make this kind of content for you guys, because I enjoy doing it. I enjoy playing these games, I enjoy talking with them, and I enjoy hearing from you guys down in the comments. So thank you all again for coming out, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace tab out.